Good morning, Mikey.
Good morning, Eleni. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Very good. Just enjoying another fine day in Ontario's summer and finally going to get a lockdown.
I know. Look at this gorgeous day. This is my office these days, so I can't complain.
And you see my lovely office behind me.
So listen, I wanted to reach out with my CAM hat on today and just ask you a couple of questions, let people get to know you. I know you are at our last award ceremony, you were the member of the year. So people know probably a lot about you professionally, but we just thought that we'd give them a little glimpse of who Mikey is outside of MKEM.
Oh, happy to do so. Let's pull back the veil, so to say.
Awesome. Let's just jump right in then. So how did you get started in this, though? I guess before we start, how'd you get involved just in the events industry?
So when I was younger, I actually started throwing parties. So I did parties for a number of years for anywhere from weekly events with 400 to 500 people coming through select bars in Toronto to, for people from the Jewish faith, we don't have much to do on Christmas Eve. So we did this thing called the Matzah Ball, where we'd host up to like 2,500 like-minded people down at the event on Christmas Eve. So we did some large events, and then I got hired by the Everything to Do with Sex show, actually, and that was my first experience within the actual show business, and I worked there and actually was a part owner for a number of years.
Wow. So that's why you tend to be drawn to the social committee aspect of CAM, no doubt. So while it sounds like you've been doing this forever and it's in your blood, if you can indulge us, if you weren't doing what you're doing and in this event industry, what would you be doing?
I'd be teaching history at high school, which is what I always laugh to myself.
Mikey, I didn't know this about you. See, everyone listening, you're learning.
Yeah, I should have been a teacher full time, and then I could have been a camp counselor for the rest of my life. As Bianca, who our president will know, that was actually the true passion was going to camp and really having a great time there and being a counselor and an advisor for 15-year-olds, which was the most fun I ever had.
Well, I'm sure everyone listening to this appreciates all the advice and counseling that you offer and can offer them. Which segues me into what attracts you to CAM? What keeps you, you've been very vocal and very active throughout your membership. Mikey and I met the exact same year when we became active committee members in CAM. So what is it that draws you to CAM?
There's a ton of great education and great connections and great people. So it's those three things that drew me in, and it's those three things that keep me coming back, and why I felt it was so important to remain, connected and committed to the association throughout this pandemic. And as we move forward, we just had a great education session where it really talked about what we can look forward to reopening. So I love that. I've made some lifelong friends like you, Kelly, and some other great people out there, and that's just through the association. And I wouldn't have had a chance to really get to know people. Yes, you get to work with your select group of people, your suppliers, when you do an event or you work with certain people, your clients. But at the association level, you get to meet everyone from within the industry. And I also had no idea how hard people threw down. That blew me away. When I saw Rena Menzies hosting late into the night at my first session or my first conference in Kamloops, or not Kamloops, was it Kamloops?
No, it was Kelowna.
Kelowna. Yeah, that was it. In Kelowna, BC, so I really got my eyes open to a high stress industry that people really like to let loose once a year when they get together.
Indeed. And, so poignant that we're sending this out now in June because it's conference season. So I know we're missing everybody and we can't wait till we can get back together in person and see one another. Mikey, just a last one to kind of blend again a little bit of personal, professional, but anything come up for you this past year and a half that you didn't expect in terms of just any opportunities personally, or professionally, but just to kind of let people know what you might have been up to this past year and a half?
Well, I think at the start of this, I really gained a full appreciation for some of the people who are both being parents full time and being and working full time. I straddled that for the first month and a half of this pandemic, and to the point where I fell asleep at a red light. I was so exhausted from doing work and being the full time parent until we got some full time help in here. And then the second part is the immense learning and opportunity for learning that the pandemic has let myself and my team be part of. And what's been awesome is we've really picked up some really great tools that we've helped our clients with, and allowed us to help clients, suppliers, really help educate different people within the industry, which was neat because as a small business, we don't necessarily often get seen as leaders. This was an opportunity for us to really spread our wings and flex our mental muscle.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. That was a little bit of lifting the veil and spotlighting our member, Mikey Singer from MKM. Thanks so much, Mikey.
Thanks so much. Have a great one. Great to see you, Eleni.